Yo, we was sitting here for
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Hasina.
Hey y'all, it's Dr. Lanisha.
and it is your favorite friend or your favorite friend, Dr. Love. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome to the Hard Way, where the conversations are real and the truth is unfiltered.
We're talking about the wow, wonderful, and sometimes messy world of life and relationships.
Listen, I feel like I'm off. This is gonna be a bloopers, okay? Because first of all, the first 3 seconds I was looking into space, and now I'm like, it's my turn to talk. So
Like
listen,
that.
that's what today finna be like. Listen, this is a space where everybody can feel heard, feel seen. We are non-judgmental. We keeping it a buck. We keeping it 100. Come as you are. We ready to have some real conversations, okay?
And it don't matter what your relationship status is. Single, married, dating is complicated. Makes no difference. There will be some gems in this podcast for you.
Get ready to laugh, get ready to learn, and get ready to take some actionable steps to live the life of your dream.
We are here to do the hard work and the hearts work together. So, and I got stuff falling. What's happening this Friday? Y'all ready to get started for our
We
Let's
got to get into it. This part two.
Let's get into it.
part 2 of marriage material?
It was so good, we had to run it back.
We had to run it back.
Listen,
So
let
much.
me tell y'all,
Go for it.
we are often begging for folks to get in our DM and tell us these shout outs, but baby, I can't lie. They were sending us messages talking about when y'all need to do a part 2, do a part 2, do a part 2. So here we go. Here y'all go. Whatever the crowd wants.
Whatever the crowd. Well, before we jump into our part 2, for those who may not know, we always kick off with our grows and glows, things that have developed over the last week. Feel free to share yours, but let's jump in before we hit the topic.
What's up, y'all? Listen, we talking about grows and glows, and I am so excited. So my grow this week was that I was hired to do an acrylic sign for a brow business, and I delivered it to her today. And oh my goodness, she was so happy.
Wow.
So
You're so talented.
listen,
You be making all kind of stuff.
So
I be
creative,
trying.
right? Like,
I be trying. So yes, your
DIY
girl is
down.
officially back for business. All your acrylic sign needs, hit me up.
Nice.
I love it.
I'm gonna think of something I want to sign.
Yes.
Just that.
I don't have any grows this week. Goodness, my glow was about the sign, but I don't have any grows this week. I'm just staying steady in all of the other things that I said that I was working on in previous episodes. That's what's happening with me.
Let's go.
I love that for you. My
Yeah,
growth
what
and
y'all
glows.
got?
Let's see. I'm still glowing and embracing change. I'm keeping that theme going as I'm going through some transitions, good things, all positive things. Rocking and rolling with that. My grow this week, I would have to say, I really feel like I've been doing so good. Can I just big myself up? Maybe I don't have no growth. Maybe I'm just, clock that. Maybe I'm just doing the damn thing. I'm going to have to say, I really can't think of anything specific. So I'm going to rock and roll with my glow.
She woke up
I
like
love
that.
it.
You woke up like that. That's what you saying.
What about you, Dr. Love?
Okay, well, mine gonna be a little remedial because it's just the type of time I'm on. Okay, so my grow is now that I got my wisdom teeth pulled last week. I was struggling, but now I can eat regular, and I don't know, like I'm a foodie, So not being able to eat, maybe that's not a grow. I feel like I grew because I feel like I lost like at least 3 pounds last week eating.
Girl, that's a grow.
I wasn't trying.
Grow,
I wasn't trying
yes.
to. I couldn't eat. So this week I'm like just appreciating the small. I'm just grateful that now I can eat regular food almost again.
I
But
love
my
it.
glow, I'm gonna stick with the consistency piece. Like
Okay.
just focused on growing my business and taking the time to really foster growth and sitting in quiet spaces and hammering out the small detail stuff and more to come, but just being consistent with growing my business. That's my glow. And
Okay,
that's all I got.
yes.
That's all I got for you. I
Sometimes it's
Love it.
simple, and I love that for us. I love it.
love it. I love it. So we ready to jump in, but wait, hold on. Before
Are
we jump,
we? Are we
Hold
ready?
up.
before we
Wait
jump,
a minute.
because we have a shout out section, and I feel like although we have not had any shout outs, we do have.
Hmm, I don't have any per se.
You don't have none. You don't have none.
No.
I feel like the one I created is missing. Well, we're gonna do an early shout out
Okay.
It was the other thing.
because we got a birthday coming up.
Oh,
Happy
that's
birthday,
me.
happy birthday, yeah. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, yeah.
Me.
Oh,
Hey,
thank
happy
God.
early
It's your
birthday.
birthday.
Happy early
Yes.
birthday.
OMG. Thank y'all. I love y'all.
I made you a birthday sign and it disappeared. That's the type of time we on
It's
Friday.
okay.
Where's
Don't
That's
worry
all
about it.
okay. So happy early birthday. Y'all
Thank
ready to jump
you.
in?
Let's do
Let's
it.
get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So we're talking about marriage material part two. And I'm just sending out a couple messages because we got some folks that said they were willing to come on to explain to us what makes them marriage material. But maybe we'll start because we can give our
Because
guests
we were
time.
supposed to.
Yes. And we said that we were also going to talk about what makes us marriage material. So who's bold enough to kick it off? What makes you marriage material? Then we're gonna get some guests on.
Well, I did have a thing or two to say before we jump straight into it. So we talking about marriage material, sure. But I just want to point out that not everybody wants to be married. Okay, so
Oh,
I don't want us to forget this very key point. And as our listeners watch and rewatch, um, I think we do also have to make space for people who love just being in partnership.
mm-hmm.
So I'm one of those people. So
Hello.
when we discuss marriage material, I just want to make sure that we also consider lifetime partnership material.
Mhm.
I don't
I
want it
love
to
it.
be, wrapped up in all the things. Because at the end of the day, this is about making a decision to be a lifetime partner with someone,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
not just the act of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So
To
you
make
ready
sure
to tell us what make you a good lifetime partner?
this is it. All right. So for me, it's pretty simple. I would say minus physical attributes, accolades, accomplishments, profession. It's my very different understanding of the world that we live in. I don't put any stock into the ring, the proposal, the wedding, the theatrics of it all. My understanding is more so that we are making a decision to do life together,
Mm-hmm.
understanding all that comes with that. Um, when you base it on changing factors, it fails. So for me, it's my ability to love you unconditionally. And I think we spoke about it last week. I want to always be emulating that God love. And I don't think a lot of people are capable of that. So I won't take too much time, but those are the main ones for me. My different understanding of what it means to be in lifetime partnership and trying to emulate that godlike love. Loving you with no conditions. What y'all got?
Okay. That's what makes you life partner material. I hear you. Okay. Dr. Niche, you,
Oh,
you ready?
listen. Yeah, I got a couple of them. I even got one from my husband, and we get to capture what he said real time on the show because I have not read it yet. But some of the things
Oh, I love that. A
that make me marriage
surprise.
material because I understand who I married and he waited to the 11th hour. That's neither here nor there, but he got it in. He got the work done.
You got it done.
That matters.
But I am, for me, I would say that I'm a deeply relational person, not just a romantic. I have built my life around connection, connecting to others. Um, because I love that. Like I don't want to be in a relationship that is or in a marriage. You know what? It don't matter what I want. We talking about what makes me marriage material. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
uh
It's easy to go. This topic is deep, sis. It's
yeah.
easy to go off track. It's easy to go
So
off track.
go off on a tangent. My goodness. But I am emotionally brave. I can sit with my big feelings. Um, and others. I do it every day as a therapist. Have language for my emotions. I care about repairing and reconnecting and rediscovering what it looks like in a marriage. And not just me being right. Although a lot of the time I am right, but I digress. Um, I am absolutely committed to growth and not being perfect. I have chased perfection for so long that it left me out of my mind, out of my mind.
Yeah.
I bring the funnies to the marriage. So I am funny, I am kind, I am warm. I understand who I am, and I live a large part of my life helping other people discover who they are and their identity. And, I'm someone who loves communication. So if you don't want to talk, in previous years, you just wasn't a good match for me.
Uh-huh.
You just wasn't. So,
Gotta
yeah,
communicate.
those are the things that I
Communicate.
believe make me marriage material, among some other ones. But let's see.
Because I mean, there's so many, obviously.
You know, you
You got more? You got a list? What else you got?
No, I told you. I asked Chuck what he thought made me marriage material, and
Oh,
that's what
Remember,
I put
love,
in.
we said we wanted to know.
okay.
Yeah. So he said, um, my emotional intelligence, my personal integrity, effective communication, financial responsibility,
Mm.
um, good communication skills, okay, respectfulness, my authenticity, my kindness, and did I say personal integrity? If I
Yeah,
didn't, if I did
yeah,
already, I said it again. So
yeah.
those were two things.
Right.
I
Were a
love
lot of things.
it.
Okay. So
Yeah, some of them are
pretty,
the same.
I would say
Some
you
good
all pretty aligned
opinion.
with your responses. Very good. Okay. Y'all,
Dr. Love, what about you?
y'all some good partners. Well, no. Um, I'll say this just off the rip. I didn't like make a list, but I feel like when you think about long term, like you said, whether it's marriage, whether it's just long term partnership, I'm thinking about, what's sustainable? What attributes do I have that will make a relationship sustainable? So definitely financial acumen, hustle, drive. Like we're gonna always eat, and we're gonna eat good because I just refuse to have it any other way. Um, but more importantly, loyalty. I'm definitely down when I'm down. If you don't cross me, you will have me. I am loyal. Okay. Um, I think I'm pretty friendly. I could kind of blend in any room. I think I'm a good time. I think I'm fun. I think that's a quality you want to have. Able to have a good time. I would say that I'm caring. If it's till death do us part, and you on one leg in a wheelchair, I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna ride on the back of the chair with you. So you know, definitely. Even though I may be an empty nester, sooner than you know, I'm an amazing mother, and I think having nurturing attributes. Is that how you
Yeah.
say that word? Attributes. Attributes. I feel like it's Friday, y'all. I ain't been smoking. I promise. I don't think so. You know, I feel like having that nurturing attribute is important. As far as being a homemaker, being okay with taking care of my man. I think that's important, and I'm okay with washing clothes and cooking and serving. And this is the other thing. And I'm sorry to go off the rip a little bit, but
It's okay.
yeah, I, I
Yeah.
enjoy adult activities.
Mm. We
Okay.
picking up what you put down.
And I think that's important for a long
Amazing.
term relationship. We're gonna try some things. We not gonna get bored in that area. Not at
It's some bad bitches up in here.
all. So
You
we're
know?
supposed to be hearing from some other folks what make them. And I feel like people back on that scary ish. Now, everybody who got the link, I don't see nobody knocking on the front door.
They shy,
Yeah. They
which
probably shy.
I fully expect.
Crazy. Where
But
y'all at?
until they come on,
Uh-huh.
I got a few questions we can answer amongst ourselves for part
Let's
two
do
because
it.
it was getting good
Mhm.
last episode or in part one. But I wanted to ask, do y'all think men and women get judged by the same standards when it comes to being marriage material, whatever the standards are?
No,
Oh, no,
I don't think so.
not even close. Not even close.
I'm just gonna say
Mm.
I've heard men mention that they date women that will say, "Oh, you want all this? Like, I'm not your wifey. I'm not gonna do all that." And it's like men will have some, maybe not all, will have an expectation. You are showing me what type of wife you gonna be. Like, I want to see that before I'm willing to like seal the deal.
I've
And
heard that.
yeah, and I feel like if as a woman I want a provider and a protector. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna get while we dating. Hopefully I get some of it, enough of it. But I do feel like for a lot of women, I want protection, I want a provider, I want someone loyal. And I think for men it kind of boils down to support, having peace. A lot of men,
Yeah.
say, I just want my peace. I want to come home and not have the shenanigans. And maybe they're not looking so much for the protection and the provider. But I definitely would have that on my list. Like, you need to be a protector and a provider. Like, if the dog, the pit bull running towards us, you need to be stepping in front of me, bro, not running next to me. Like, anyway,
And that's funny, but that's a valid point. Like that's super valid. And something else that comes up a lot, at least what I see on social media, is men having the comfortability to ask women what they bring to the table. So I think
Mm.
that alone um, is a red flag for me, at least anyway, because it's setting a stage for expectations. And I don't think that you should approach any situation just with your hand out. Like that's what it gives. And I think more people need to take the stance of what are you offering? Like you don't even get a chance as a woman these days to offer anything because the men are immediately asking what you're bringing to the table.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Social
I
be
think
good.
I
This
think
shit not
there's this idea that, you know, it's I feel like we're all set up to be transactional with everything.
Oh yeah.
Every single thing.
Yes.
Like, man, what are you okay, you coming, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Which I do think that we should be helping one another and definitely looking out for each other. But too many women and men, and we just want to come into relationships for what we can get out of it. And I think that the love part is missing in a lot of instances.
I think it's completely lost. Like everybody's just trying to find out what you have. Like how many times, and we've probably said it ourselves, like, oh, where he work, or
Mm.
Mhm.
you know, what kind of car he drive. Do he got his own house? Do he live in an apartment? I wonder what his credit like. Nobody's concerned about character.
Mm.
Right.
Now that's something
And
else.
that's the issue. For in my
Mhm.
opinion, you know, I'm no expert, maybe in my own right, but I think that's the issue. Nobody's concerned about character. Like, when's the last time you approached a new situation and had a candid conversation about, well, what happened in your last relationship, or you got divorced, okay, how did that take place? Like people don't, they don't
Mhm.
have those conversations. Those things are taboo to bring up, or you don't feel you're going to get a truthful answer, but those things are more important than what you have, because whatever you have you could lose. Again, changing factors, we put in all our stock in things that can change, but your character, who you
Mhm.
are, at least at these big ages that we are who we are.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I gotta say something that's a little off the cusp. But just for folks to think about, if you're judging based off what somebody have, how do you even know it's theirs? I'm sorry. Because I'm just starting to learn a lot of folks that priorities do not be square, and you living in your auntie house that still in the family and you ain't even on the deed. I'm just saying, like, you talk
That's a
about
fact.
you talk about being with somebody for what they got. How you even know it's theirs? Like, I just feel like that is not the direction to go if that's your
Mhm.
And
way of
when you
judging.
start a thing like that, that's why it crumbles.
Yeah.
It crumbles because it was never real to begin with. There was no true foundation laid for this thing to ever stand a chance. But there's definitely something going on, because there's too many single women saying, vocalizing that they do want love and they do want relationship, and there's something going on. It feels like an epidemic at this point. Why are so many middle-aged women single, saying that there are no viable partners?
Well, if you don't mind me jumping in, I don't know people that are saying there are no viable partners. Maybe because they're not leaving a block. I'm sorry. It's too many people in the world. It's men of all colors, shapes, and
Mhm.
all. I
You
don't know.
gotta move around.
Experience. I just feel like it, there is
You
not
got
a short. Even though and now I'm finna really get messy. Even though women outnumber men, baby, it depends on what type of woman you are. Because I don't care if it's eight of them sitting next to me. It's go time every time. Okay,
Yeah.
and so I feel like there is a plethora of good people across the world, but you got to get out of your square, maybe even out of your comfort zone. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And to your point, like looking at other attributes, like I love people that are family oriented because I don't have a very close knit family, you know?
Mhm.
And so,
That's a good one, Dr. Love. That's
yeah,
a good
if you if you're estranged from all your siblings and your parents and your if you don't talk to nobody, I got questions. I want to know why all of them don't like you or why you don't like none of them. I'm like,
And
Mhm.
these are things that should be talked about, not like, oh, I want where he work at and what kind of car he drive. Like that don't hold enough weight. You need to find out, is this man
Exactly.
beefing with his mama? Like, did
Yeah.
he grow up with his daddy? Like, these are type of things that I want to know, because I promise you, you could meet somebody that's going through a hard time in their life, but they got a family support system that's out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes. That means that this person is 100 times more likely to come up out of whatever season that they're in, because they got support. They got a crew of people that love them and is not going to let them fall. So for me, I'm more concerned about that family dynamic than what you got going on right now,
Yeah.
professionally, financially, all those tangible things.
But
I think we have to.
Get love, she just can't do it. The nigga got to be balling too.
no,
I
go
think we
ahead.
definitely have to
He
ask
gotta be
better
rolling in
questions,
the
right?
dough, baby.
Now, I just don't want your
For me,
mama enabling
that just
you.
don't matter.
I
For
just
me,
don't
that
want
just
Say
your
it
don't matter.
again.
family. I don't want your family enabling you. I'm sorry, because some people got real strong family support and they're being enabled, and they, it's some boundaries there too. But go ahead, Dr. Nisha.
Always
Yeah.
boundaries. It's
Gotta
always
have. I
boundaries.
think that we have to ask those better questions, right? Y'all know me, and I'm always talking about communication, 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 because it is so important. I think if we had better conversations, more open conversations early on in relationships, or even not even marriage or romantic relationship, but any relationships, if we have more open
Right.
conversations, I think that a lot of the things that we are looking for, we can find out very rather quickly if this is things that this person holds in a high regard or not. I will say though, all of this conversation that we're having about marriage material now is coming from our places of us being older, right?
Yes, of
If you
course.
would have asked us in the past, like, what is it that made us marriage material? I know I would have been like, look, I got a fat ass, I got a degree, I'm educated, I'm this, I'm that. Dr. Love, don't be shaking your head, baby, because you,
No, it's wild.
I
It's
ain't
wild.
do nothing.
It is wild.
but
Even today,
I ain't do
even
nothing.
today, I had to hold back. And
yeah,
you right, Dr. Niche. You ain't
right.
lying.
That's, and I think
Oh,
that our core values now
Yes.
are those, we're thinking about legacy. Back in the day, we was thinking about like, shit, you know, what can this thing do for me for the next 2 years, or couple of
Absolutely.
years.
mm-hmm.
But now we like, okay, we on some long term stuff. Like,
But
will I
Yeah.
like you enough to change your diaper if we grow old together?
yeah,
Yes.
for sure. But back in that thing up is still important. It is like,
I agree.
I mean, because when you go 5, 10 years in, and people losing their luster and losing their interest, that stuff creates problems later. Like, if you are experiencing a little erectile dysfunction because we maturing and things, I need you to look into that. Like, I feel like intimacy affects a lot of people. Yes, having that fat ass matters.
It
At least be able to work with whatever you got. It matters.
does. It does matter. It does. It does. And
It matters.
when it comes to intimacy and sexuality, it fades over time.
It
And
does.
unless you have a system in place to build it back up, but that's a conversation for another day.
But
And
Yeah.
maybe
even
we
with
should
that
have
being
that
said,
conversation.
right, that's gonna have to be after hours. I think that's still one of those surface level things. It's just not that deep to me. Not taking away from the importance of intimacy in a relationship, but what if you do marry somebody that experiences not erectile dysfunction? What if they get into an accident
Uh-huh.
and it's something they can do nothing about? Like, that's what I mean by all of this stuff is surface. You either gonna ride it out with somebody or you not. And I don't think we go into these relationships with that mindset. We just thinking about, now, what are you gonna do for me and the other person is thinking about what you gonna do for them.
Well, we got a comment here, and I agree with Professor Connor 06. That
It
says
matters.
it matters, LOL JK. No, it don't just kid. It I hear what you saying, sis.
Y'all putting too much stock
I
in
hear
it, and
what you
that's why the
saying.
shit don't be lasting. You
I,
gotta have. If the only way you could be intimate with your partner is by fucking, then you got the wrong partner. I'm sorry, y'all. There
well,
has to
then
be
you
I
gotta
other
don't think that's
ways.
what's being said because
Yeah, that's
definitely
what it sounds like
intimacy
to
is
me.
more
'Cause what
than
do
sex.
that ass got to do with it if we ain't talking about?
Because what about your humanistic desires and needs? When we sign up for the long haul, we said we're gonna meet those needs to each for each other.
Yes,
And I'm saying if you can't put it in, baby, you gotta do something. You gotta do something because I feel
agree.
like your partner is gonna suffer, and that's why, yeah, you got couples that will stay together, but somebody stepping out because they waiting, and your body is like, you got the shower head pointing sideways, and you buying more lotion from Target. I feel like
I
for the
don't know.
long haul, for the long haul, like, and so I just got, people,
It does. I'm not saying it don't matter. It do matter,
yeah,
but it's got to be more than that. It can't.
it
It
gotta
got
be
to be.
more. It just gotta be that plus.
Mhm.
It gotta be that
Yeah,
plus. Cause
yeah. I
who,
think that it is important. And the reason why I say it is important because when we first encounter someone, we decide whether or not we want to even have a conversation with someone based on our attractedness to them.
mhm, mhm.
Initially, off whip. Now, I'm not saying
That's
that,
not always true.
okay,
Which part not always true?
right.
It's
So tell
not.
me which part.
It's not always about a physical attraction. There are several women who chose a partner for other reasons. A few of which I know personally for 20 plus years. They had, and look, y'all, a lot of this stuff is based on your experience.
Right.
The
And I didn't
reason
say
why I can
physical
say,
attraction, might I add. I didn't say physical attraction. I said attraction to them.
but if we're talking about sex, what else, what other type of attraction would make you?
But what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about just sex. You stuck on sex and physical. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that most of the time there is some type of attraction with people that keep them in conversations. Whether you what's that show, Love is Blind. Oh, I like your voice. I like what you're saying. I like this. I like that. You're stimulating me mentally. So,
That's
but
important.
the people have said sex does matter. But
You said I'm
again,
stuck on sex, but that's all y'all keep saying.
I know.
I think we said intimacy, but I definitely said sex. I did. I probably
Yes.
I did because I don't think it's realistic. But we guess what? We got somebody about to join.
Oh, I love it.
what
Let's ask them.
let's see what our guests got to say.
I'm so glad somebody brave tonight.
We got somebody
We
brave
got to
enough
come
to
out.
join.
Gracie, what's up,
Welcome.
Gracie?
Gracie, you are the
What's up?
bravest. You made it.
Huh?
Our
You
first
made
I
it.
told y'all I was
HardWay
gonna join.
guest.
Can
So
y'all hear me?
yes.
Yep.
Can you hear us? Okay,
Yeah, I
so
can.
you jumped in right on time. We want to know what
Yeah.
makes you marriage material, but before that, how important is sex and intimacy for the long haul?
Number
Yeah.
one. I mean, so I'm not gonna bullshit. Like, sex is extremely important. People end up cheating because they end up losing their intimacy,
Mhm.
or sex. So
Thank
for me, it's extremely important. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh no, it's not that important to me. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, does that mean you a freak? Does that mean you just a regular person? Like,
Look,
I'm just.
No, so I have told women I have a high sex drive, and
Mhm.
that's relates to my lifestyle. the way I eat, how I lift weights, the sleep, like all that stuff correlates with having a high sex drive. So, of course, you know, I'm
Okay.
not a P Diddy freak, but yeah.
But I think that's totally normal. Most healthy men have a high sex drive. I find that to be totally normal.
Let me just
Nothing
go.
wrong with that.
Go healthy men. Go healthy men. Okay. So our other question, if you're willing to answer, what makes you marriage material, Brian? What makes you marriage material or long-term relationship material?
Right.
Um, yeah, because I kind of the marriage long term to me, it kind of the same thing.
Hmm.
Um, it just one is more legal. So I've been married before, so I have that experience of what it is, what it takes to be married, what it takes to not get married, get divorced.
Okay.
I think I bring, I think I'm have financial stability. Um, I have a career. I am a hustler. I do, as you know, event parties. I got properties. So like I have a sense of financial stability. I also a nurturer. So like I have plants all over my house. You know, I take care of my kids. I got a dog, a pet. So it's like I have a balance of masculinity and, you know, some of that feminine energy and emotional maturity. But that just came with just growth, just being older, being able to be more mature with your emotions. So I guess that's just some of it.
Okay.
I
Well,
like that. I want to jump in with a question.
yeah.
So you're single.
Yes.
You're single. Can you tell us what your ideal partner would look like? Not physically, but all the other things.
Um, I had this
And
conversation the other.
I want you to be honest
No, I'm gonna
because
be
we
honest.
brought up earlier, I'm gonna preface it with this. We threw out there earlier the way men sometimes will ask women what they bring to the table.
Mm.
And I
Yep.
just think it needs a little bit of reframing. So I'm just asking it in this way. What does an ideal partner look like for you?
So I do ask that question. I just don't phrase it in that way because I need to know if you're gonna be a liability or asset. I don't. I'm not looking for a woman to necessarily give me something, but it's like I am attracted to an ambitious woman.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, so if y'all understand what I'm saying, it's not like what you bring to the table because I need a handout. Excuse my language. I need a handout. It's
Hmm.
more of this is what I'm building. What are you building? Or are you gonna be an asset? Or are you gonna be a liability? And I think that should go for a man too. A man
Yes.
should, if you're not stable, you shouldn't go into a situation like that. So, an ideal woman, if I'm not talking about this, not talking about physically, how your character and your integrity, you're a woman that just carry yourself, a very feminine woman, um, a woman that has a sense of emotional maturity, um,
I love
and
that.
has a high sex
Oh, what?
drive.
I love it.
Wait.
That's a very quality list. And I appreciate that.
Wait,
I
that was the wrong
appreciate
one. I'm trying to make a sound for.
yeah. That part. I
You
love
say,
it. I love
lady in the streets, freak in a bed. It's a requirement, as you should. Don't
Listen,
forget to tell everybody that you're a chef. You left out the most important thing. Food is a love language.
Oh, that's such a big deal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a chef. I haven't done my dinner parties because I was in grad school last summer, so and it's past summer. So we looking to bring it back next year. I was working with Mark. I don't know if y'all know Mark Fuller. So we looking to. I may have an event in March and do another one in August.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Send us.
But I'm prepping cooking right now for tomorrow. I'm having a whole party in my house.
Yeah, that's a love language.
I mean, I'm just saying, when we do this live show, when we take it on the road, we gotta eat. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
because
do.
none of y'all don't live in Chicago no more.
That means you
Nope.
need to travel. That means you need to travel.
Yeah, we'll come. Or you come to us.
I love that.
Thank you, Bryson. Well, we're gonna let you go because we got a couple more people. Now everybody ready. You
Now
can
they
tell them
ready.
all.
Now they ready.
That ain't people ain't scared no more.
Thank you for
So
pulling up, though.
thank you for pulling
Greatly
up,
appreciate
Bryson.
it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Okay.
No
Yes.
problem.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Now that's a high quality list. I like that. Need more like him. But a
Yeah.
lot of that come with age, like he says. You go through things and you have that shift. Realize what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Some of
have
our values start to change. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As we get older, the things that we experience sometimes also change our perspective on certain things. So
yes.
as
Absolutely.
the elders used to say, you just keep on living.
Keep on living.
Absolutely. And
Keep
that's
on
why I
living.
feel like it's not really a right or wrong. This is such an individual um not topic, but an individual preference. Like, for example, even with just us right here, how Dr. Love is heavy on the financial part. Yes, it's important. Obviously, it's important.
Who's saying
But having dated
I never
rich
said
men, I understand that that's for me, it's just not important enough. I would take somebody doing okay with outstanding character than a rich nigga that's an asshole
that.
for me.
I
So
just have a
that's
question. I'm sorry. When did I get
it's
heavy
based
on the
on
finances? I've been talking about
you
sex.
don't play now, G. You was like when you was running down. This was last episode, and y'all know what we should do. We got to figure out how to run old
Run it
shit back.
back. We will. Now, what
G,
I
you was like not going. He got to be doing outstanding.
that is not what I said. What I said was closer. What I said was closer to what Bryson was saying. I'm not trying to incorporate no additional liability. I'm not trying. You
Yes,
are
exactly,
that.
exactly.
That I
Yeah.
stand on. But guess what? You don't have to be rich to know how to manage your finances and your resources and be fiscally prudent. You could be cheap
Mhm.
as ever and have a great savings
Ooh, I hate
and
that
be
shit.
able to pay your own bills. What I was saying was when you come into the picture and you got back child support and your credit is jacked. Your car, you gotta hide in my garage. When you got stuff like that going on, G, I feel like now I'm
That's getting
incorporating
fucked
the
up.
liability. So not
Mhm.
rich, cause yes, you can trust me. I didn't been down the road. And I want somebody to know how to treat a person, but you also can't be like dragging me down.
Well, let me ask you this. That brings another question. Not like in a gold digger way. Never, because I know we not like that. We not even that type of woman. Our list of priorities is just different. So let me ask you this. If you have a lifestyle where, let's say you have your own home, you have a luxury vehicle, and you even got a couple toys. You might have a summer home, you might have a boat. You doing pretty damn good. And you meet an amazing guy. He check all the boxes, but he can't keep up with that lifestyle. He just a blue collar worker.
Yeah.
We got a guest in the waiting room.
We do.
My
Well,
bad.
let's get to it. We can come back to it,
No.
but I want y'all's answer on is that person not suitable if they cannot keep up with your lifestyle?
I don't think Joy is in the waiting room. I don't Joy, I'm not sure
Oh,
what link she in. She's not in this link. She needs the link from today. Um
you sent it to her?
no. So I don't know what waiting
Oh,
room she in. Unless she's I
I
don't know.
don't know how she could be in the waiting room.
I don't know where you at, Joy.
it could be.
We gotta find you, girl.
She yeah, she
Joy, I'll text you. I'll text it to you right now.
there we go. So I'll say that I don't know if you was intentionally describing me, but like
No,
I'm just talking crap. But listen, I feel
no,
like
this for both. This
that's
for
been
both of y'all, and I'm gonna answer, and I want to answer too.
I feel like that's been unless it was some of the heavy hitters, that's been the situation because I would say this: I've always strived to get what I want. That's my thing. So
Yeah.
yes, home, boats, bikes, cars, whatever. I'm always gonna strive to get what I want, but that's me. Now, if a man comes into the picture, and I mean, it happens more often than not. You know, at this point in society, yeah, a lot of women are making more than a lot of men, depending on where you are in your career. And so, I feel like, again, it's about your resources. It's about, you can look at it this way. No shade, but like Jay-Z, I feel like if he ain't had no bread, a lot of folks probably would not look his way. But it's not just about his bread, it's about his confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and we got Joy made it, she here. I
She
feel
made it.
like
Yeah.
I feel like there's other attributes that make a person attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot have a lot of things, but you know how to conduct yourself in a room. Men respect you. Do you know that's one of the most sexiest things for me with a man, when other men respect him? When you walk in a room and other men know your name, and I just stand back like, okay, you know, how you know him? Well,
That's
I
very.
I
That's
think
very.
it's other attributes that make somebody attractive and make
Yeah.
them confident and make them valuable, resourceful. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And then maybe, guess what? Maybe he could help you maintenance your boat. Maybe he could shrink wrap that joint in the winter. Maybe he could grow your grass seed and help you with your planting in your backyard. Like, all of this gonna matter
So he a contender. He could be a contender.
for sure.
What did you say, Dr. Niche, before she come in? Yes or
I
no?
didn't say it. You gonna give me I gotta go yes or no. We gonna answer mine later because it's a little longer than yes or no. Hey, Joy.
Okay. Hey,
Welcome, Joy.
Joy.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for
You guys,
joining.
can you hear me? I'm sorry.
We hear you
Yes.
just
Yeah.
fine. Thank you for
All
joining.
right. So you got to forgive my voice. First of all, I was in my bed. I was in my pajamas. I was in my bonnet.
You had
But
it
this conversation, I was in all of that. But this conversation made me say, let me put on a fake top. Let me take this bonnet off and let me get on this line. Let me see what these
Thank you
ladies
for
are
pulling
talking about.
up. Thank you.
should have
Yeah.
kept it all
Yes.
on. You would have still been
You
busting
would
with
have
all.
still been welcome, baby.
I don't know that my husband would agree if I jumped on here in a bonnet that made me marriage material. So I had to clean it up a little bit. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So
What is, so
I feel like I jumped into the middle of your conversation. So you guys ask me what you want and then kick me off. And then I'll go back to being in the chat.
well, tell us what would you say makes you or made you marriage material?
Yes.
Easy. It's a couple of things. So first of all, I won't even bother repeating what you phenomenal ladies have already said about yourselves because I can see so much of myself in many of your list. But the one thing or a couple of things that I'll say that are a little bit different. First of all, I've been married twice, right? So the first thing that made me marriage material when I was very young was my naivete, right? My willingness at that moment to accept and become, and I was extremely malleable, right? So that's what that was. In this particular, I call that my starter marriage. Now, no offense to my children, my beautiful children that were created in that marriage, they were made in love, but in reality, that really was the starting ground for me learning myself, right? In this particular marriage, which I believe is my forever marriage, the things that made me marriage material were that I was respected. I make my husband look amazing in rooms. I know how to carry myself. I speak well. Not only, and I think it also matters. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it, but I'm actually not sorry because it is, I stand on it. I believe it. The same way that there are hierarchy in men's groups, there are hierarchy in women's groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I'm comfortable with this term alpha and beta and all these other terminologies, but I know that my husband sits at the top of a food chain. I know that when he walks into a room, he commands a certain amount of respect.
Serious.
I know that he, in the business world, my husband's in film production. So in film production, in the business world, I know that if you know, you know. So if you know him, you are in a particular place. And for me, it works the exact same way. I'm not the loudest person in the room because I'm not supposed to be. So I understand that my value is in not my complete value. I mean, I obviously have a value outside of my marriage and outside of my husband, but as it relates to this conversation, I'm speaking of my value inside of my marriage. Is that I'm not in competition with my husband. We don't compete for who leads our home. We, one of the things that makes me marriage material is that I don't have a problem yielding because he has proven that he is worthy to be yielded to. So I don't have a question. Right?
I love that. That's beautiful.
And so again, I'll go back to when we go into rooms and things like that. So that's what I feel makes me marriage material is, I hear a lot of people talking about, Black women don't know how to submit. Black women, don't know how to be quiet. Black women, all this old kind of foolishness. And the truth of the matter is weak niggas say that because weak men don't know how to pull the yielding from you. They don't know if you're walking around here with a 590 credit score, it ain't shit you can tell me about how to financially lead my home. So, I mean, and that's just the fact. Now that doesn't preclude you from me perhaps wanting to build with you, but you should probably take a back seat for a minute. And if you're rocking the 590 and I'm rocking the 789, true T, then maybe I lead in that area and you lead somewhere else. Right. And when you're ready to take the reins from that, I will yield and submit. But I ain't yielding and submitting to you for what? What we gonna do? We both gonna get credit one? No, thanks.
We both gonna be playing Xbox and eating
FC.
Oh God, Lord have mercy.
No thanks. So but I mean, I think marriage is a lot more than just money. But I will say this. My husband is not the most emotionally intelligent creature. I am far more emotionally intelligent. But I deal with that because I am comfortable. I don't work for nobody. I'm comfortable. And I put up, I deal with that in that particular area because security is more important to me than his emotional intelligence. And he's not, he's not abusive or anything or neglectful if that's the case. But but if we're having we can have intellectual conversations, but we're not sitting around. He's not sitting around just talking to me about his feelings, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I talked a lot. I'll be quiet. Maybe you guys need to kick me out now.
That was beautiful.
No, we appreciate you coming. We do got another guest waiting to join.
Okay.
We appreciate you hopping on, getting your hair ready, getting your clothes on. You said a lot, and I agree. I
beautifully said.
That
beautifully said.
A man in a room, like when a man asserts himself, and you just see him standing tall, and he just confident and strong, and he knows how to do what. Yes, you go. Yeah, you go.
And I'm sorry, really quickly. When I walk into that room and I'm watching, first of all, when I walk into that room and I watch men respect my husband and women want to be with my husband,
hello,
when we come home Baby, it's on and popping. Okay, ain't nothing better than that. I'm just gonna tell you.
Right.
Love it.
And they think they got some. Little do you know, y'all talking about, did you see her? Yeah, I saw her looking at you. Mm-hmm.
Right,
They
right.
see y'all.
I'm looking at you. Matter of fact, go peacock around the room one more time.
Just do a little walk around. Do a little walk around.
I love
Love
that.
it. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for coming.
All
Make
right.
sure you come back. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, bye, guys.
See you soon. Okay. Man, y'all just cutting up. You know,
We ready now.
y'all just cutting up. Let me add our next guest that was waiting. JB.
Yo, JB.
We on a roll. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? You can't hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, you weren't gonna say nothing?
Okay, we can hear you too.
Cheers. How y'all doing?
Welcome.
Hey.
Very well.
So let's jump in. We going long. What makes you marriage material, JB? Talk to us.
I mean, first and foremost, good evening, ladies. Really,
Good
marriage
evening.
material for me is literally just being my most authentic self at every given time. I don't have a representative. When you meet me, this is me. Monday through Thursday through Sunday,
I like
winter, fall, spring, whatever. I am authentically me at all times, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't value anymore because you try to play a game being something that you're not. That's not sustainable. That's like telling a lie that you forgot. You know. And I'm big on family. Just a little bit about myself. I am a father of two. I'm also a grandfather of two.
Okay.
Two little munchkins. 48 years old. Former professional ball player, but don't hold that against me. I was none of the stereotypes. You know. None of the stereotypes. Homeowner. I feel you about the young lady that just said, "How can you give me financial advice when you have a 590?" Well, I was 812, so I think about
Wow.
He said, just in case y'all wondering.
I mean, you know, I don't lie about mine. You know.
Not with the receipts. Not with the receipts.
I mean, like I said, I'm authentically me. You're gonna get me. Right?
I am weak.
And it's just, you know, like to me, I'm just all about like building, like whether it's foundational or the older we get, you know, you might be in a situation where you're blending families or whatever. And it's just, you know, showing up and showing out for that person, like from day one, like keeping your word and stuff. Yeah. And we know it's a lot of people, everybody in relationships nowadays, they want to play Game of Thrones. Well, I don't want to play the game, especially if I don't know the rules, right? And I'd rather just literally just like, hey, if it's me and you against the world, let it be that, you know, and let's let it be that, because what if you are my world? Why do I give a damn about what everybody else says? No. I just don't.
Wow.
Oh, I got a question for you. Well, go ahead, Dr.
Whatever. I got time.
All right. So, I think it's only fair to ask what your ideal partner would look like. How does that woman show up?
Actually, for me, I know love languages are relative to individuals, so I don't really, you know, delve too much into that. But for me, it's commitment and loyalty. Like, if we're gonna do this, like I'm committed to getting my degree, right? I have my degree. I was committed to, you know, achieving goals. Like, let's do the same thing with relationships. Let's be committed to each other and achieving these goals and these milestones. So I want the same. Everybody say, well, relationships are 50-50. No, you still have to put your whole 100% in that 50, you know? And that's just all I want. Like, I want to ride or die. Like somebody that I know, whether we sipping riding down Lakeshore Drive, just being us, or whether we at a Met Gala event, you know, dressed to the nines and, you know, making everybody else jealous. Whatever it is, let's do it together and let's be right.
I'm stuck on the die part though. I'm a ride.
Oh, you say you want to ride, but you don't want to die.
I mean, I say ride till we die. Till we die.
I like that.
Till we die.
I don't want to ride or die. I want to ride until we die.
I'm getting too into the words. Y'all know what the hell he meant.
Well, you know what? For
No,
me,
I don't
and
know
maybe
now.
y'all could be, but
Because
words
it's
have
folks
power,
out here
baby.
that really believe, baby,
Yes.
I ride for you and I die for you. And I
I need
Well,
you
I mean,
to
I
put.
hope we're not
Have
catching cases,
power.
right? Like we're not out here committing felonies and stuff,
I
right?
mean,
Like
he
that's.
might. It depends on the situation.
Oh well, no. If somebody
don't
come bogus and I have to protect what's mine, that's a different story, baby. She know what what a bail money is. Like we do it.
yeah.
Just saying.
He said he's ready
Okay.
for
All right.
anything. He is ready for whatever. I love
So
that.
I have a question because I'm being messy. So how important do you think sex is in a long term relationship?
I think it's very important. I mean, for me, as a very sexual individual, I mean, I'm not the individual that's like pushing you off and like if it's Monday at 2 o'clock and you say, baby, come home. I got some hours. Like, okay, I'm coming off early today. I'm be there in about 20 minutes. Because I think that's important. It's the act of intimacy is not the sexual part, just that thrill.
Mm-hmm.
He on his way, like he really did this for me because that's what I'm into. Now, I don't feel that it should be the most important thing in a relationship, but it definitely is like 1B, 1C, if you want to give it some type of hierarchy.
Right.
He did a whole
Foreplay
outline.
is F.
I mean, I
because
don't
look,
think I've ever met a man that doesn't say the same thing. I feel like it's number one for whether that number one be 1B, 1C, 1D, it still sits at the very top. So that brings to mind another question for John. What do you think sits at the top of a woman's list?
stability.
Would you ladies agree?
I
Or
mean,
do you have a different number one?
my two at the top is being a protector and a provider. It's not that I need that, but I definitely feel like that's in line with stability.
It's under the same umbrella. And the reason I say stability is because in stability, you have to be able to trust me. You have to be able to know I'm going to provide. I'm going to put food on the table. I'm going to get out there and hustle. If I got to work 2 jobs and another hustle, and I'm going to put food on the table. I'm going to keep the bills paid. I have to protect you. You are my number one asset. I have to protect. You play chess. You protect. You protect the king. Hell, I got to protect the queen, right? So stability.
Hand clap.
To me, stability is that it encompasses everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because without stability, like I can say, we doing Whoop Out the Band, but then next thing you know, you'd be like, wait a minute, I thought you was gonna have my back. And next thing you know, when it's time to prove that I have your back, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm
I love
gone.
that.
If I'm gone, I just lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all got any more?
I don't have no questions. I love it. And bear down.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Number one in the division.
Wait, tell us because we gotta support your podcast too. Can you tell us about your podcast, Chicago
Oh,
Club?
I mean, this about y'all. I'm it's cool.
Well, that's
I'm just
fine.
happy.
Chicago Clubhouse. They they on YouTube. I think y'all were on Facebook last week, Tuesdays,
Yeah.
8 p.m. Central.
Okay,
They
gotta
talk
check that
sports.
out.
I be in there pretending. I be making comments. I know what they talk about. I don't be knowing
You
half.
are more knowledgeable than you lead on, but I really am appreciative.
Love doing that.
I'm a fan.
Yes.
I've been watching you all since the bra comes off. So when the bra comes off the top.
Thank
So
you.
for a long time.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank
we
you.
got to get this loyalty program up and going. We got you, JB. We
For
appreciate it.
real.
First one
Appreciate
to do
that.
it.
Pleasure.
Thank you for
Anytime you need me
coming.
and I can be on, I'm on. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna see you later. Okay, thank you for coming.
Bye bye.
Okay. Oh man, we got another guest, y'all. It is just thumping. Oh man, I think I did accidentally we done lost niche. But we didn't gain her hubby. So we gotta get your wife back. We lost your wife, but we got the husband. Hold on.
Wait, what happened? Did I do the
We
wrong?
lost your wife. She gonna be back, but we got the husband.
She gonna
Welcome.
come back.
Oh man, hopefully she gonna make her way in because we accidentally lost her. Okay, so while we waiting on your wife, welcome.
Hey, hey,
Yes.
what's up, y'all?
Another
So
one of our biggest supporters. Shout out to you.
shout out. Let me
Another day one. Another day one.
So while we waiting on your wife to come back, let's talk about her behind her back. I'm just kidding. Yeah, because nah, she here. I'm just talking crazy. There she go. Our bad.
Boom.
We lost you.
Hey,
There
I
she
was like,
Welcome.
go.
what happened?
Yeah.
What up, though?
hey, what up? I
So
thought I booted you out.
no,
Why
it's
you do
fine.
that?
Look, he came in and said, "Get out the way." So
Using my internet, using my internet use.
still the same internet. Then that's it. Only one of y'all could come. So, Mr. Connor, let's jump in because your wife talked about what made her marriage material. What makes you marriage material, if you don't mind answering?
Oh man. Well, I think it's a great question, and I think everybody that's hopped on is made some really good points. I say for me, is just being very personable, if that makes sense. Like I consider myself a very like caring person, and so I feel that others, feel that. Again, not to talk about myself in third person, but I feel that other people feel that, when I'm around them, and so I. I think in any relationship you got to have a high level of comfortability, whether it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I think that well, I know for us, there was an instant connection in a lot of different ways, and so I say for me, just being able to you know show that level of caring. I feel that my wife, saw that and be like, okay, this is how I'm going to feel. This is how our children are going to feel,
Yes.
and this is a good feeling. And so let's keep this thing going. Um, yeah. So I think that was a really big thing.
Okay, so we're gonna give you some. Uh, so what you saying is I didn't make this woman feel good, so I know I'm gonna make this whole family feel good, and this is just gonna be good.
I know it ain't got
Right.
to
Right.
say
Right.
this moment, but that's a feel good.
I
Might have
love
to
it.
put it on a shirt.
So next question, and we're gonna keep it marriage appropriate. Okay. Um,
It's
do we?
legal.
Okay. So you mentioned in the comments because we saw you that intimacy is important, right? So do you feel like for the long haul that should be on anybody's list? Like there has to be a connection there. What do you think?
Oh no, for sure, big time. And I could say in our I mean, we y'all all at our wedding, in
Yeah.
the wedding. And so, for our time being married, I do feel that um in any relationship, and we can think about any relationships that we've been in, in the past, there's a shift. And I don't think if you don't make that shift in terms of keeping what brought you together connected, but also connecting in other areas, I think that's where it falls off. And I know, for us, and one of the reasons, that I know my wife was marriage material because she encouraged me to be better.
Mm,
It saw me at a certain level and said, "Hey, I know you could be better." Still does it to this day,
mm,
and I appreciate that. And that it not only in all the other areas, but definitely in intimacy as well too. Like, hey, how can we connect in other areas? And I know for I only can speak for me, but I'll say most men, we don't think of intimacy outside of a few areas.
mm,
We're of the mindset that, hey, this is how I got her. This is how I'm going to keep her.
mhm,
Versus like, hey, I've got to evolve. That's a word that's in our household all the time, and something that I'm like, you know what? Like, yeah. I have to evolve. I can't just be the same, the same person in some ways. I can't do the same things to get the same attention, or say the same things, or what worked at first that was cute don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily work in year 2 or year 3.
Okay.
That's
And then
good.
sometimes from men we look at that like, oh, all right, somebody else might got our attention. No, I feel that women not only physically, especially if you have children, but mentally have to evolve
Yeah.
a whole lot better than men.
Mm-hmm.
We guys are pretty the same. We're very, very,
Simple. Simple,
very
Jack.
simple. We are very
Yeah.
simple. We are very simple. We are very simple. And y'all know what do they say? What's the key to a man's heart?
Food or
Food.
oh.
Right, they say that. Right.
Like,
And that is universal. That is extremely
Yeah.
universal. I know when I
Yeah.
met my wife, she cooked a whole lot
she can.
within the
Now,
first week.
I'm
She's
done.
still cooking. But you know, again, so I say that intimacy is a lot of different areas to explore, and I think that's exciting. That should be exciting, especially with a life partner. You should
Yeah.
want to say, "Hey, I want to
Absolutely.
learn more about this person. I want to try different things with this person in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom." Because there's gonna be a point, and my wife knows we about to be an empty nest in the next couple years, and
Woohoo!
I'm not ready for it.
Oh, no man.
yeah,
I'm
because
not
we
ready.
gonna,
I'm not
we
ready
gonna be
for it.
on his ass, but we still got to get to the group chat, y'all.
I feel
Okay,
like
yeah, for sure.
we gonna miss
He
that.
said he still got he ain't ready for the kids to leave. That's the buffer.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just got I just got one question for Professor Connor. He don't get to dodge the questions.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you said food is the way to a man's heart, and intimacy is. Did you say it's at the top? Number one
Oh, no. The intimacy is definitely up there, but it can be
is
a
up there.
different.
Okay,
There could be a lot of things embodied in that.
absolutely. So my question is, what do you think is the way to a woman's heart?
I gotta agree with my man that was just on there, like stability.
Okay, you agree?
Like I think I saw a comedian say one time, Martin said, "Hey, you ain't gotta have much. You could have, what I'm saying, a little couch and a little nightstand and the TV, as long as it smells nice and it's comfortable, then what I'm saying, a woman might want to stay there. It's clean, and so I'd say that stability and I had comfortability on there. That's a lot. That means a lot because it opens up a lot of doors for a lot of different like characteristics of that
Yeah,
individual.
I love that.
You know,
Love that.
so
Yeah,
Thank you so
nice.
much. Thank you so much for joining. I mean, you really gave us a good lens from the male perspective as well as the other guests. So thank you so much. We're gonna have you come back, okay? So you
appreciate y'all.
be embarrassed. I'm just kidding. Okay, we gonna see you
That's right.
later.
All right.
Okay, bye bye. Man, so
I ain't
I feel
embarrassed. He
like
probably embarrassed to me.
Oh, stop it.
I feel like this was like amazing. We still trying to do the group chat, the pull up challenge, or I mean,
I feel like maybe not.
I feel like we good here. I feel like we did a lot today.
I feel like we good.
Yeah, we had some amazing guests. I
I feel like we good.
I think we got more to dissect though. I feel
I
like
agree.
we're gonna have to pivot into some of the crevices. That word is weird. Of this
I
overall
like it.
topic, because that stability piece, the intimacy piece, is some reoccurring themes that we may need to
Absolutely.
like next week just dive a little bit more into. And we need everybody to come back and talk to us some more.
I agree. And some new people.
That part.
This was great though. I
So
love it. I love it.
It was great. So how about we wind down? Y'all ready?
Let's do that.
yeah,
And then so Dr. Niche, you can answer my question on the
go back
next
to it. Oh,
next
okay.
go round. Okay?
All
Because
right.
you ain't getting off the hook, sis. And then I'm
I'm
gonna answer
ready.
too.
Okay. Well, we gonna do it on the next go round.
Thank
Thank
you for
you
all the
guys. I love all the comments.
All
This
the
was
comments
amazing.
were really
Yes.
hitting today.
Well,
So
let's wrap.
yeah, we're gonna pick up. So
Thank you, everybody, for pulling up. All of our guests. This was absolutely amazing. The engagement was 10 out of 10. I'm very excited. So, everybody that pulled up, do us a favor.
Yes, give me 14 of them. Listen, share this episode with everybody you know. Okay. Put us on your calendar. Plan to pull up and give your input on these topics that we have. Message us on the DM. My goodness, message us in the on the socials. Okay. If you want to shout out, if you have something for the group chat, if you have a suggestion for the pull-up challenge, to share your grows and glows, just hit us up.
yes, and I'm gonna do a little round of applause for our guests. Niche already said the rest. Dr. Niche, hit us up, email us, give your comments, give your feedback, give some topic ideas if you want us to spin off in a different area or not. And we're going to see y'all. We're going to probably wind up pivoting to Fridays because Sundays we got football, we got church, so we might try to get a little nestled in the Fridays. So y'all make sure y'all keep y'all schedules clear. Okay?
Love it.
We out.
All right.
Bye-bye.